It is here. Hello everyone. It is the beginning of the 5 different PAS level tests on the Himiway Zebra. And that's right. Once again, just like I did on the RadRover, I'm going to do PAS range tests without throttle. Just cruising along, taking the same route I did before to keep things pretty much the same as when I tested the Rad. But on this first PAS level test, we're doing PAS level 1. So I'm guessing, just like the Rad, this is going to be a multi-day test because the Himiway has a bigger battery. I believe they're boasting range between, 60 and 80 miles. I laugh at that because I know I'm not going to get anywhere near that. I'm too big of a dude. So my statistics are I'm 250 pounds, 7 feet tall. I'm 6 feet tall. And I have the bike set up. I actually have the bike set up for off-road. So when I stop at the first 5 miles, I'll show you how I have it set up. But basically all I've done is taken the fenders off, taken the front light off, and taken the rear rack off. Now I know that's not much weight, maybe a total of 4 or 5 pounds. So I don't think that stuff would make much of a difference anyways if I have it on. But let's get this first PAS test level going. I will stop at the first 5 miles. I've zeroed the mileage out, started at 0. Made sure I had a fully charged battery. And I will see you at the first 5 mile marker and we'll see what's going on. And like usual, it is very tempting and almost a natural feeling to want to turn that throttle. So keep your eye out on that. If you see me twisting that throttle anyways, make a note of that because I'm probably not realizing I'm doing it, but I'm going to make a conscious effort not to. I'm going to try and keep my hand more on this part of the grip just to remind myself. But let's get this show on the road. Yep, I'm going to be getting some exercise today. I don't care what some people say about e-bikes. If you ride it in PAS 1 or 2, you're getting some exercise. All right, we just came up on 5 miles. So let's pull right over here, kind of get out of the way if anybody might come in, and let's check some things out. Now this bike doesn't have a battery indicator on the battery like the Rad does, where you can see 2 different areas of what the battery is, so it's on the display. So you can see on the display it's still reading a full battery. We're at 5 miles, still in PAS 1. And about the wattage usage, I found it on flat level ground. The wattage usage, say that quick, was between 64 watts and 84 watts. On the slight uphills, it would jump, of course, like to 105 or higher, depending on the grade. By the way, this is what the bike, I told you I was gonna let you see what the bike looks like with all the stuff I took off of it for off-roading, and this is what it looks like. Yep. The only thing I change is I do take that water bottle off because I found out in one ride, some good bumps, throws that water bottle right out. So I do carry a waist pack with water bottles, but let's keep going. Let's put on another 5 miles. All right, we are coming up on the 10 mile mark in 0.2 of a mile. We'll stop, get off, and see what's going on with the bike. All right, there's the 10-mile mark. Let me pull over here in the shade a little and check the bike out. All right, as you can see, we've got 10 miles still in PAS1, and look, it still shows a completely full battery, but I'm sure here in the next mile or two we're probably going to see that first bar drop, and then those middle bars may drop a little quicker. I don't know, let's go see, but let's continue this ride, see where we are at 15 miles. Let's go. All right, we are coming up on 13 and a half miles, and we still haven't dropped any bars yet. Be interesting to see if it does in the next mile and a half or so before 15. But let's just keep on moving. Okay, there's 15 miles. I'm not going to stop because I'm so close to home. But no bars have gone down yet. Let's see if we lose at least one bar before I get home, which is pretty much less than a mile. All right, we are coming up on home for the end of day one. Let's see what we got. All right, we are at 15.8 miles, and look at that. No loss in battery bars yet. I'm sure it's probably right on the edge though. All right, we are into day 2 of the PAS1 test. Remember yesterday, we ended at 15.8 miles, and that's exactly where we started today. Still shows a full battery, no bars down, which is pretty amazing and pretty encouraging. But we're going to do the same route we did yesterday, so that will make it over 30 something miles by the time I get home. We're at 19 and a half miles. Still no bar drop. We'll see what happens in the next half a mile when we get to 20 miles. But I am coming up to my favorite bridge I like riding over for some reason. There we go, 20 miles. We just hit the 20-mile mark. So you can see it down there because I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. No bar drops. Not yet. Maybe there is something to this between 60 and 80 mile range that they're talking about. There it is, 25 miles. 25 miles. And the battery hasn't even dropped a bar yet. Oh my. I am astonished. All right, it is getting a bit dark out, but I want you all to see this. There you go. 30 miles. See if I can show it down yet. See, 30 miles, still showing a full battery. Well, I know it can't be completely full, but it's showing still all bars. Hasn't even dropped one. I'll tell you what, Himiway, I'm starting to think I need to take back my words. I'm starting to think that I am going to get that 60 to 80 mile range in PAS1. I am impressed, and I still have about a mile to get home because it's just getting too dark to continue today. But when I get home, I'll show you what the ending mileage for day 2 is, and if that battery drops down. We are coming up on home now, and still no bars dropped. Oh my. What do we got here? Let's see. we have got 31.1 miles. Still shows full battery. That is freaking amazing. That means day 3 for sure. We are now into day 3 of the PAS-1 test. We are still at a full bars, starting off at 31.6 miles. We'll see how far we get today, and if we're going to go into day 4 and 5. But I will check in every 5 miles and tell you what the bike's doing. So let's get going again. Well, there it is. It finally dropped 1 bar at 34.1 miles. There's 40 miles out of 5 bars. Only 1 bar is still dropped. I will check back in with you at 45 miles. There's 45 miles. Out of 5 bars on the battery, only 2 have dropped still. We are still going. I'll check back in at the 50 mile mark. All right, there it is, 50 miles. 50 miles and it says 3 bars. But a minute ago it jumped down to 2 bars and then jumped back to 3. So I think we're on the verge of it going down to 2 bars, but I am now pointing the bike towards home just so I don't sell myself short and have to pedal this beast with no power. All right, we just dropped down to 1 bar left at 54.5 miles. Now I'm gonna watch and see, oh, it's on the cusp. It just jumped back up 2 bars, but it's gonna jump back to 1. But now I'm gonna keep an eye out for the wattage drop. When I see the wattage drop, that's when I'll call it. But let's see how many more miles we can squeeze out of this battery. All right, there is 60 miles. 60 miles in PAS-1. And I also believe that the wattage is dropping. Yeah, I think so. Because now I'm not getting any assistance right now. Okay, this will be the one and only time I use the throttle to see if it gives me any juice at all. Uh, 678, 824, 793. Yep, that's it. The wattage is dropping. The max I believe on this I get is 960 on a full battery. And there you have it. I am just about home, and we'll get the final mileage when I get there. Oh, yeah. No assistance. 0 watts. All right, let's check her out. Right there, 60.3 miles, says 1 bar, but when I was in pedal assist 1 pedaling, I was getting 0 watts. So there you have it, 60.3 miles in PAS-1 only, no throttle, for a 250-pound, 6-foot tall guy. I think Himiway was right when they said between 60 and 80 miles, because if I was lighter, you'd definitely be up more in miles. But that's it. That's the finish of the PAS-1 test. Next one is going to be PAS-2, as soon as my legs and my back end feel a little better. I will see you on the next video. Bye.